What is going on, guys? 2026 is shaping up to be an absolutely massive, maybe even landmark year for anime. The lineup is so packed, it could seriously change the game. So in this explainer, we're going to break down everything you need to know, from the huge returning shows to the brand new stuff.
And seriously, I am not exaggerating when I say this year is stacked. We've got modern classics coming back. We've got bold new stories. 2026 is just delivering on every single front. I don't care what you're into, actions, slice of life, sci-fi, there is definitely a show coming out with your name on it, so let's dive right in.
Okay, so here's the game plan. We'll start with why 2026 is such a big deal. Then we'll get into the good stuff, the returning champions, those highly anticipated new series, and some seriously cool remakes and adaptations. And at the end, I'll give you a quick viewing guide so you know exactly what to watch and when.
So let's get into it.
Why does 2026 feel like such a huge, almost seismic event for all of us anime fans? Well, it's not just that there are a ton of shows coming out, it's more like a perfect storm, you know? You've got incredible quality, amazing variety, and some huge industry moves all happening at the exact same time. I mean, think about it. You've got these massive fan-favorite franchises making a comeback. At the same time, there's this wave of brand new, totally original stories, and then you have these legendary series being reimagined for a whole new generation. Plus, some of the most beloved manga finally getting the anime they deserve. It's like the perfect mix of nostalgia and brand new discovery.
All right, let's kick things off with the big guns, the returning champions, the established titans making their huge comeback. I mean, the hype for these sequels is absolutely through the roof, and trust me, it is for a very, very good reason.
And first up, of course, it has to be the one everyone is talking about, Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, after the absolutely soul-crushing events of the Shibuya incident, we're diving straight into the Culling game arc. It is going to be brutal. The premiere is January 8th, and the stakes have never been higher. This is easily one of the most anticipated and honestly anxiety-inducing releases of the entire year.
And then there's this show, the one that just took the entire anime world completely by storm.
Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, didn't just get good reviews. It literally became the #1 highest-rated anime of all time on my anime list. That is insane. This beautiful, quiet, and just deeply moving story continues on January 16th. Seriously, if you haven't seen season 1, you need to catch up, like right now. And the winter season just keeps on giving. Hell's Paradise, that dark, action-packed world, is back after a 3-year wait on January 11th. And for all you Black Clover fans out there, that long-awaited second season, well, it's rumored for 2026. All eyes are on Jump Festa for the official word. The start of the year is just gonna be wild for us. Okay, but 2026 isn't just about the returning champions, right? It's also a huge year for brand new shows. So let's switch gears and talk about the newcomers, the series that could very well be the next big thing. Okay, kicking things off for the new series, we have Marriage Toxin, and you've got to hear this premise. So you've got this elite assassin from a family of poison users, right? He has to find a wife to protect his sister and his family's legacy. But what does he do? He hires a brilliant marriage swindler to help him out. It's this insane action comedy from Studio Bones, and it just sounds like it's going to be so much fun. And the cast of characters, oh man, they're just as wild as the premise. I'm talking about an art restorer who's obsessed with sharks, a water master who just lives in a diving suit, and yes, a hamster master. This group is so weird and eclectic, you just know it's going to lead to some absolutely hilarious moments. And hey, it's not just us who are excited, even the cast is all in. Anna Nagase, who voices Kyoko, said it perfectly. When she read the manga, she was so surprised by this weird combo of marriage hunting and hitmen that she just couldn't stop laughing. And that's exactly it, right? That's the appeal. It's that crazy mix that has everyone so hyped. Alright, now for something on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, the Darwin Incident. This is a much more serious philosophical sci-fi story. It's a super acclaimed manga that asks some really big, heavy questions. It's a perfect example of the sheer range we're getting in 2026. And what's more, it's the very first project from Katakou's brand new studio. So yeah, the whole industry has its eyes on this one. If you're excited for this one, let me know in the comments.
All right, next up, let's talk about the legends.
I mean, the iconic franchises that are being reborn and those beloved manga that fans have been dreaming about seeing animated for years. I mean, you can't talk about legendary anime without talking about Ghost in the Shell. From that iconic 1989 manga to the groundbreaking film in 95 to standalone complex, it has literally defined cyberpunk for decades. And now, in 2026, the incredible visionary studio Science Saru is making a brand new series. The potential here is just, it's off the charts. This could be something really, really special. Okay, deep breaths, everyone. This is the big one, the one fans have been begging for years. They're finally doing it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run is getting an anime. This arc is a complete game changer for the series. It's set during a grueling cross-country horse race in the 1800s. It is every bit as bizarre and as brilliant as it sounds, and it's coming to Netflix in March. It's finally happening. And hey, speaking of cyberpunk, we're going back to Night City. A follow-up to the masterpiece that was Cyberpunk Edgerunners is coming. Now, it is really important to know this is a standalone story. We're not going to see David, Lucy, or the old crew. It's a completely brand new 10-episode story about redemption and revenge. A new chapter in that neon-soaked world. And the list just keeps going. We've got Trigun Stargaze dropping on January 10th, which is going to be the conclusion to the amazing Trigun Stampede reboot. And on top of that, everyone's favorite stylish demon hunter Dante is back for Devil May Cry Season 2 on Netflix coming May 12th. Phew. Okay, that was a lot to take in, I know. It's an incredible year. So to help you keep track of everything, let's put together a quick viewing guide. Get your calendars ready. Analytical. So looking at the year, winter is just absolutely dominated by the big sequels, right? You've got JJK, Frieren, Hell's Paradise, and Trigun. Then, in spring, Netflix drops its heavy hitters, Steel Ball Run and Devil May Cry. And remember, we still don't have dates for huge ones like the new Ghost in the Shell and Cyberpunk, so keep an eye out for those later in the year. So where are you going to be watching all this? Well, the battle lines are pretty clearly drawn. Crunchyroll seems to be the home for most of those huge winter sequels, your JJK, Frieren, and so on. Meanwhile, Netflix is making a huge play, grabbing massive new adaptations like JoJo and Cyberpunk, so you'll probably need both. So what's the big takeaway here? I think the crucial point is that 2026 is all about balance. It's this perfect mix of massive returns and bold new beginnings. We get to celebrate the shows we already love, while also getting hyped for the next wave of creativity. There really is something for everyone. It really covers the whole spectrum. You know, you've got everything from the comfortable and familiar to the challenging and the entirely new. Whatever kind of fan you are, 2026 has you covered.
Which brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it?
With all these returning titans, these ambitious reboots, and these exciting new stories, what's it going to be? Which show do you think will be the one that defines the year? Smash like if you're ready for 2026 and tell me your top pick in the comments.